Welcome back to the Film and TV channel. Hope you're all staying safe and well. We have an action thriller today. Yeah, I was quite looking forward to this, but we'll have a little chat about it. Please, the channel's now monetised, so if you could help us out by watching any of the ads or following any links to anything, if you're interested in it. I mean, I know there's one that keeps coming on about funerals. You know, hey, we've got to be prepared, haven't we, guys? So if you can do that, that would be absolutely fantastic. And please, it'll help the channel going forward. Got a bit of a sore throat today, guys. So excuse me if I have a little cough. Obviously, I can't go through editing all the coughs out if I'm coughing all the time. But my apology. It's only cold. I test myself every day because of where I work. So it's definitely just a cold. But there you go. Anyway, right, we're going to have a look at the 355. Yeah, 355, 124 minutes. Yeah, it felt it as well, to be honest with you. A spy film directed by Simon Kinberg. I say it's an action thriller, but it's a spy film, basically. From a screenplay by Teresa Rebeck and Kinberg himself, and a story by Rebeck as well. The film stars Jessica Chastain, Penelope Cruz, Fan Bingbing, Diane Kruger, and Lupita Nyong'o as a group of international spies who must work together to stop a terrorist organisation from starting World War III. Not quite James Bond. Edgar Ramirez and Sebastian Stan are also in this. The title is derived from Agent 355, the code name of a female spy for the Patriots during the American Revolution. Huzzah! Oh, that's Russia, isn't it? The 355 was theatrically released in the United States on January the 7th, 2022, and I think simultaneously here in the UK as well. I'm not sure what it is in your particular territories. You'll probably know better than me. What's it about? Well, when a top secret weapon, this is the whole idea, falls into the mercenary hands, wildcard CIA agent Mason Mace Brown will need to join forces with rival badass German agent Marie, former MI6 ally and cutting-edge computer specialist Khadija, and skilled Colombian psychologist Graciela on a lethal breakneck mission to retrieve it. Well, it's a bit like Charlie's Angels on speed, isn't it, really? While also staying one step ahead of a mysterious woman, Lin Mi Sheng, who is tracking their every move as the action rockets around the globe, from the cafes of Paris to the markets of Morocco to the wealth and glamour of Shanghai. The quartet of women will forge a tenuous loyalty that could protect the world or get them killed. Yeah, probably. Who knows? Any good? Well, we do know. Watch the film. Any good? Rotten Tomatoes? Yeah, not very good, guys, on Rotten Tomatoes. The critics, only 26% of the 149 reviews, I think it is. Yeah, 149 reviews are positive. An average rating of just 4.4 out of 10, which isn't great, is it? The consensus reads it has a stellar cast, it does, and it's conceptually progressive, probably, but the 355 squanders it all on a forgettable story, unremarkably told. So not great. That's 38 fresh and 111 rotten. Hey, that's quite a lot of rotten, isn't it? Christy Lemire is rotten. She's from RogerEbert.com. The 355 amasses some of the most talented, electrifying actresses in the world, then squanders them in a generic and forgettable action picture. Clarice Luffrey is also not very impressed. She's rotten. This is from the Independent in the UK, all these female critics as well. Perhaps that's true. Equality in action, an international diverse cast of actresses can now make a mediocre spy film. But Helena O'Hara is sort of fresh. I mean, she's not convincing, from the Empire magazine. She says, the chases, fights and fun bits of spycraft are brightly and passively shot, but the twists are barely surprising. These women and these characters deserve more. So yeah, that was a fresh, but obviously not overly fresh. But the light at the end of the tunnel, it's not another train coming the other way. The Rotten Tomato audience, 4.3 out of 5. They liked it. That's all that matters. Usually that's all that matters, isn't it? Don't matter what the critics think, it's what the audience thinks. That's what equates to 8.6 out of 10 if my maths is correct. There you go. So let's have a look at another critic. Metacritic, yeah, 40 out of 100. 40 out of 100. So again, very similar to Rotten Tomatoes. That's based on 37 critics. And it scored anywhere between 20 and 75 out of 100. The Guardian's Benjamin Lee just give it a meagre 40. He said, films such as 355 live and die by the quality of their action set pieces, and while there's a propulsive pace to the proceedings, there's never quite enough genuine excitement. Yeah, okay, I can accept that. Indie-wise, Kate Erbland, though, did like it. She gave it 75. A lady who likes it. The other ladies didn't, did they? While the 355 might not be a boundary-busting breakthrough, it was sold as it's something better. A solid spy flick that adds something new to the genre without totally upending it. That's refreshing in its own way. I'm not so sure I agree with Kate on that one. Internet Movie Database. Well, Rotten Tomatoes audience liked it. So what about Internet Movie Database? Joe Public again, or the guys paying the cash to get in the cinema to watch it? This is the 1,380 scores I've took into account. I've ignored all the 10 out of 10s. I've ignored all the 1 out of 10s, which there are, and this isn't a 10 out of 10, neither is it a 1 out of 10. 808 of that 1,380, that's 59%. Scored it between 6 and 9 out of 10, so that's 59% positivity, almost touching the 6 out of 10, 60% we like to see. 572 of the people left it a score between 2 and 5. So, yeah, we're not bad, but I say 4.9 out of 10 overall. So, obviously, even though there is a positivity to it, it's not scoring great again, is it? A little bit better than Rotten Tomatoes, but not too much, the Rotten Tomatoes critics anyway. As far as Rotten Tomatoes audience, they seem to love it. So, yeah, my little thoughts. As I said, the Rotten Tomato audience rates it highly, but generally the scores are not that great for this, to be honest with you, away from Rotten Tomatoes. A good action film, for me, has to have at least a reasonable story and investable characters, both bad and evil, both bad, good, evil, and all shades in between. Did this? Possibly not. There's some okay action sequences, don't get me wrong, and the story is quite simple. Nothing clever about the story whatsoever. No real big twists. There are twists, but you can see them pretty much half a mile coming. But having the 4 female stars for me is both pretty good and bad. The whole thing is just a little bit disjointed to me. And in trying to give equally share time to each of the 4 ladies, or 5 ladies as well, if you think about it, sort of dilutes it all. I didn't particularly get to know and care about any of them, which is such a shame. I want to invest in characters, and I didn't really have the ability to do that. The bad guy, I didn't mind actually the bad guys in this. I think they're okay. And there's a couple of scenes in this film that shocked me actually, rattled me a little bit in their intensity. But sadly, there's not enough of that. They seem a bit odd, those scenes in relation to the rest of the film. Although I say there's plenty of action, there's plenty of killing, there's plenty of things in it, but obviously the shock factor is there a couple of times, but it just doesn't sit right with the film as a whole. And for me, to be honest with you, it's just a film I'll just mainly forgettable. If someone said, "Do you want to watch it again?" I'll say, "Yeah." I'll read a paper and have it on in the background. If you want to watch it, I don't mind watching it with you. But yeah, for me, it was pretty forgettable, to be honest with you. There's certainly nothing new in strong women kicking butt, and not enough in this story really to give it any extra wow factor. Just ordinary, in my opinion, which is a shame, as I did have high hopes for it. I deliberately didn't watch or read any reviews on this. I didn't even watch the trailer, so I was quite looking forward to it based on the synopsis of the film. But yes, I was a little bit disappointed. So I am going to give it a score. So you know me, if I don't think anything's, I actually don't give something a score if it's bad. I'm not going to insult it by giving something a 2, 3, 4 out of 10 or something like that. But I will give it a very flimsy 5 out of 10, which is just halfway, which is probably in line with Internet Movie Database, and a little bit higher with Rotten Tomatoes critics. Although, as we've already said, the Rotten Tomatoes audience seem to like it, but they do sort of buck the trend on this one. I was a little bit disappointed. Let me know what you think, guys. Anyway, if you're going to watch this, it's still at the cinema as I'm recording this on the 10th of January 2022. My advice, personally, I will wait for it to stream or come out on DVD. I wouldn't spend £10, £15, $10, $15. I don't know what it costs these days, wherever your cinema is, but yeah, it is a cinema film, believe it or not, because of the action sequences, etc. But personally, I wouldn't recommend spending too much of the cinema. I would sort of watch this. I think it's probably a better watch at home, to be honest with you. And it's a bit disappointed if you pay out to say a bit of money for this, or a lot of money for this, as opposed to watching it on a streaming or on your subscription site or whatever. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. Please let me know what you think of this film. Whatever you want to do rest of the day, have a great one. Look after yourselves, look after your friends, look after your families. More important, let's all look after each other. To me here again on the Film and TV channel. I only ask one thing, don't I? Please stay safe, everyone. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.